Well, welcome to our online service for Sunday, the 17th of May. I wonder, is it just me thinking just how quickly time seems to be passing by at the moment? Many of us are in a strange way finding life just as busy, but in perhaps a very different way. But I'm also conscious that these days still remain hard for those who live on their own. Also for grandparents, for example, unable to see their grandchildren, or for any of us who are just missing that physical contact with people. I've been thinking this week it must be particularly hard for those who are working from home, but also have the responsibility to act as teacher for their school-aged children who are unable to attend school. I recently read a Facebook post from a mother that began, "Just handed in my resignation to my child's teacher. Kids are stressed enough as it is without the truckloads of schoolwork having to be done at home." This certainly read like a mother under considerable stress, as so many people are for all kinds of different reasons in these challenging days. The beginning of Psalm 103 reads in the Message translation, "O my soul, bless God. From head to toe, I'll bless his holy name. O my soul, bless God. Don't forget a single blessing. He forgives your sins, every one. He heals your diseases, every one. He redeems you from hell. He saves your life. He crowns you with love and mercy, a paradise crown. He wraps you in goodness, beauty eternal. He renews your youth, for you're always young in his presence." These are words that remind me in these days, particularly when we feel down, of our need to turn to the Lord, to turn to the scriptures like Psalm 103 that remind all of us of the many blessings that we receive from God. Perhaps a good question is always to ask, how is it with your soul? Does your soul rejoice at all our God has done for you, or can do for you, if we will only turn to him for help? Our first song is a hymn written by Horatio Spafford. It's well known. It's called "It Is Well With My Soul." This hymn, as many of you might know, was written after very traumatic events in Spafford's life. The first two were the death of his 4-year-old son, and then the great Chicago fire of 1871, which ruined him financially, for he had been a successful lawyer and had invested significantly in the property in the area of Chicago that was extensively damaged by that great fire. His business interests were further hit by the economic downturn of 1873, at which time he had planned to travel to Europe with his family on the SS Ville de Havre. In a late change of plan, he sent the family ahead while he was delayed on business concerning zoning problems following the Great Chicago Fire. While crossing the Atlantic Ocean, the ship sank rapidly after a collision with a sea vessel, the Lochern, and all 4 of Spafford's daughters died. But his wife Anna survived, and she sent him the now famous telegram, which simply read, "Saved alone." Shortly afterwards, as Spafford travelled to meet his grieving wife, he was inspired to write these words as his ship passed near where his daughters had died. The version that we're going to sing together is unusual in many ways because it is sung in a cappella style by a guy called Michael Eldridge, who provides himself the 4-part harmony. I pray that you will be blessed by it.